Good evening. We apologize for the tight fit in here again. Didn't necessarily expect over 700 to show up, so want to welcome you to the class of 2015 here at Norup International. It is with great pride and honor that I stand before you today and welcoming you to celebrate this milestone in the lives of students who have been such an integral part of our lives here. Family members here today, and there are a lot of you. I would like to thank you for sending us some of the finest young people I've ever had a chance to know. Your hard work and support makes a difference in the lives of not only your child, but the lives of all children here at Norup. The job of being a parent is a tough one, and raising children in 2015 is as challenging as a full-time job that exists. Having said that, I applaud the terrific job you have done in raising these children we're honoring today. And students at this time, please give your parents a round of applause for everything they've done for you. Staff members who are here tonight, I thank you for the difference you have made in preparing our students for high school and beyond. Having 14 years experience personally working in high schools, I know what being prepared for high school is and what it isn't. I believe that our students are more than prepared for what is ahead of them thanks to your efforts. Please join me in applauding the hard work and dedication of our Norup staff. We have a couple of educators who are also graduating from Norup with you. For the past 4 years, Mrs. Meacham has tirelessly organized behind the scenes and has kept this school running in a very positive direction, even keeping the principal in line often. I'm confident in saying she is the greatest educator I've ever known. She has known many of you since your days at Burton, and we will miss her terribly next year. Please join me in thanking Mrs. Meacham for all of her efforts and relentless work over the past 4 years. I don't know if she's here tonight, but many of you, if not all, had Mrs. Brooks for 6th grade English. Mrs. Brooks has been a rock amongst our staff has been a relentlessly positive educator for 34 plus years. I'm only 39, so I was only 5 when she started. As she moves on to a deserved retirement, I think about how many thousands of students have been positively impacted in all of her time here with us. How about a hand for Mrs. Brooks? There are a few students whom I'd like to recognize tonight as they're going to be changing schools next year for the first time ever in their lives. 9 years ago, Norup went to a K-8 configuration, and there are 8 students who made it all the way K through 8 and never changed schools. Lauren Jar, Hazel Rosenberg, Heather Stoddard, Kevin Upcott, Chris Rozenka, Dylan Ottrock, Megan Akins, and Horizon Will have been with us from the time they were 5 years old. We wish them well in their first school transition ever. And last but not least, to the 8th graders. I want to thank you for the impression that you have made here at Norup and on me, because how will I ever forget you? To the gentlemen I saw every Monday, I will always treasure our fantasy football conversations. Mitchell, hopefully you have a winning team next year. Some of you, I will remember from our weekly interactions at Saturday school, and hopefully you've worked that issue out. Joking aside, you all have great stories so far in your lives, and as you move on, it is your charge to add to making those stories positive. I hope and wish that your individual stories are largely positive as you move through this thing called life. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming tonight, and now I'd like to introduce Destiny Madkin for some words of wisdom.
Time waits on no one. That's what I've learned during my time at Norup. That's why we 8th graders have to make every second count. That's why expectations are so high for this generation of 8th graders. That's why teachers, parents, friends, and other important people in our lives are counting on us. And for that reason, we shouldn't give up on ourselves. I was told high school would be rough and college would be even more difficult. But that doesn't mean you give up when things get hard. You have to keep trying. When things get hard, you have to push yourself. You have to keep moving forward. If you make a mistake or fail, let that failure be your motivation to achieve better. Let your mistakes be your inspiration to learn from right and wrong. Don't give up because of that one moment in life where things doesn't go your way, or because of that one time when life knocked you down. Being knocked down makes you stronger, so don't give up. It's not about the knockdowns of life, but it's how we react to them. In the words of P. Zamperini, a moment of pain is worth a lifetime of glory. My fellow classmates, if we can just make it through the pain of hard work, the reward in our life would be success. Education is very important and the only way to make it through life. In the words of Louis Zamperini, if you can take it, you can make it.
Thank you, Destiny. Now, for those of you that are sitting, if you could please stand. I know many of you already are, but go ahead and please stand and we'll recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to call up Mr. Laskawa for the Academic Honor Roll and Citizenship Recognition.
Before I begin my few words here, I'd just like to say thank you. To the 8th grade, I'd like to thank you for making this year so very, very special. Each and every one of you has an incredibly bright future, and my only hope is that one day you'll come back and share that with us because we, as educators, will like nothing more than to enjoy your eventual success. I'm sure it's coming, and I thank you for it. So thank you. Parents and relatives, I'd like to thank you for this fantastic group of kids. It's because of your hard work that we're all here celebrating tonight, so thank you. With that said, the reward of hard work is often represented in both academic and citizenship awards. The following students that are going to be recognized, this first group of students that are going to be recognized have earned all A's every term of their 8th grade year. These students, yeah, absolutely, let's give it up. These students are listed in your program, so please take a moment to recognize the names. Speaking of names, there has been one name that did not make it in, and Evie, we do apologize. Evie Siegel has also earned all A's throughout her entire 8th grade year, so thank you. So, everybody that has earned all A's every single term of their 8th grade year, please stand up now and be recognized. Let's go, stand up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Outstanding, thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, while we recognize that the brilliance of all A's is certainly something to be recognized, to say the least, it would be at fault if we didn't recognize those folks who worked exceptionally hard to earn all A's and B's. These folks are also listed in the program, and for every 8th grader at Norup that has just earned all A's or B's throughout your entire 8th grade year, please stand up and be recognized. Thank you, thank you. Our third group, ladies and gentlemen, have an equally as important, if not more important, distinction than our academic awards, because here at Norup International, it is all about the character that we attempt to build. We're an IB school that believes strongly in IB traits and characteristics that will allow our students to go forward and be those individuals that we know they can be. So for that, we have a certain group of students here that earned all ones on citizenship grades, all ones every single term as an 8th grade middle school student. So all of our all one citizenship grade students, stand up and be recognized. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, you should also note that there are pages, plural, of people who've won individual academic awards throughout their 8th grade year. These folks here have received 96% or higher in any one class and have been recognized for that distinct honor in either academic, non-academic subject areas. So, just so you're amazed, if you're not already, any person who won 1, 2, 3, 4 academic awards or awards at all for individual subjects, let's impress everybody. Stand up right now. Look at that group. Fantastic. Thank you very, very much. I told you, parents and relatives, you've done an amazing job. These kids have done an amazing job. Norup 8th grade, I thank you again. I congratulate you, and I wish you all the best. At this time, it's my distinct pleasure to introduce Miss Kennedy, who's going to present the Golden Key Award. Thank you.
Every year, we have student council that work tirelessly to raise funds, to help put on events for the school. And every year, and actually this is the first year we brought back the president and vice president, and they have their names put on a plaque that hangs up forever in the office at Norup International. If I could see, you don't have to come up here, don't worry about it. Maddie Smith. She became a little mini-me, controlling the whole crew. She was our president this year, and this year also was Liam Wright. Where are you? There you are. Excellent. He was wonderful support as the vice president. So congratulations, your names are up here. Thank you so much for all of your work and to all of the student council members. We appreciate you. Mrs. Megan Peterson.
It is my sincere honor to be presenting the 2015 John C. Norup Award. The recipients of this award were nominated by their current and former teachers based on their continual enactment of the 10 IB learner profiles in all aspects of their lives. Ivy Moore and Matt Siegel, will you please join me on stage to accept the 2015 John Norup Award? So as they make their way up here, I am going to share a few of the comments that their teachers shared about them, just kind of a conglomeration of all it. And I've been very lucky to teach both of these fine individuals twice a day. So it just makes my day that much better. So Ivy, I'm gonna start with you. Okay. So out of the 10 IB learner profiles, after reading all of the comments teachers made, I picked 3 that I thought best fit you. Inquirer, reflective, and caring. Ms. Dixon, Mrs. Austin, and myself all noted that you are not only dedicated to being successful academically, but you work tirelessly to truly understand and apply what you are studying. Simply knowing the right answer is not good enough for you. You are also a leader among your peers, both in class and on the court, whether encouraging your volleyball teammates or making sure every student in class feels valued. You always make sure everybody's included. Some of the other terms used to describe you were intelligent, rare, wise, a wise soul, gentle, and always persevering. And I'll leave you with this, what Miss Austin said. She knew in 6th grade that you would be standing here in 8th grade winning this award. So thank you. All right, Matt. I had to pick just one word for you, and it's balanced, and it's because you equally represent all of the IB profiles wonderfully. Ms. Dixon, Mrs. Ficcarelli, myself, I'll describe you as lighthearted, always smiling from ear to ear, while maintaining academic focus. You are always eager to improve, accepting of feedback with a pleasant attitude. Mr. Wyndham wrote a lot about you, so I had to kind of condense it down. But he says you work hard to do what's best for the team on the ice, on the court, and that's true in the classroom as well. He also admires your rare combination of competitiveness and sportsmanlike behavior with the maturity and perspective to offer a sincere handshake, and congratulations to opponents and referees. You're an extremely loyal and supportive friend, dedicated student, and all-around genuine stand-up guy to peers and adults. Thank you. I'd now like to welcome Zoe Phillips to give the graduation speech.
In one of my all-time favorite movies, The Breakfast Club, John Hughes wrote, "We're all pretty bizarre. Some of us are just better at hiding it." As we graduate from Norup, that quote sums up my feelings about middle school. We are all a little weird, some maybe more than others, but we are who we are. In middle school, people are still too worried about what others will think about them, and they are afraid to truly be themselves. But in reality, being normal is boring. If there's anything we have learned in middle school, it is much better to be real. Some of us have gone to school together since kindergarten or even preschool. Look around at your fellow graduates. Do you really know these people, or do you only know what you see? Now I want you to really look. Look to your right, to your left, behind you, and in front of you. All of us have influenced each other's lives. We have made lasting memories, and we'll always share a connection as 2015 Norup graduates. We'll remember Mr. Yao-Cheng and his ability to slip into a room unnoticed, like a ninja. We'll remember the time we beat the 6th graders in Spirit Week and got out of taking the language arts final. And of course, how could we ever forget the motivational speaker that came to our school who held a fork in his hand and said, "Bully in jail." Memories like these will take us to high school, where we'll create many more. On behalf of the rest of the 8th grade, I want to thank our teachers who have prepared us, hopefully, for high school. Also, a big thanks to our parents who have supported us every step of the way. They have sat in never-ending lines in Norup's gym for conference night. They watch us play volleyball, basketball, run track, sing at concerts, play instruments, and everything else we do. Thank you to Mr. Yao-Cheng and all of the staff for being so patient to all of us. Once again, John Hughes sums it up. Each one of us is a nerd, a basket case, an athlete, a princess, and a criminal. That's what makes each of us unique and special. We should all be who we are. Thank you, and have a great summer.
Thank you, Zoe. Thank you, parents and other family members, for being here tonight. And congratulations, 8th graders, to all of you. As I call your names tonight and you walk across the stage, know that we are all so very proud of you, and that you should be very proud of yourselves. You have accomplished a lot during your middle school years, and we know that you have what it takes to be successful in high school. We wish you all the best in your high school years and in all of your future endeavors. We are going to miss you. Chloe Abrams. Gabrielle Aiello. Rewind. Chloe Abrams. Gabrielle Aiello. Megan Akins. Jonathan Alpert. Nicholas Bonmueller. Liam Belnave. Ryan Batchelor. Gabriel Burke. Tamia Blackwell. Asher Block. Kadeem Bokum. Danielle Bogus. Jason Borman. Graham Boyle. Brennan Brantley. Ryder Bryce. Layla Brown. Kristen A. Caballero. Sophia Carlasso. Lauren Cochran. Samuel Cohen. Matthew Cohn. Max Collins. Jake Cooper. Natalie Cripps. Abby Cross. Sarah Day. Shannon Deacon. Madison DeBona. Wyatt Deeds. Brian Desmond. Olivia DiCarlo. Kyle Domzalski. Jacob Drobot. Jack Drury. Jada Dooley. Kaylee Egrin. Sabrina Ely. Kaylin Ussery. Bernard Farquharson. Teron Favors. Alexander Fetterman. Mackenzie Fields. Aiden Finelli. Emma Finelli. Simon Fishman. Orla Fournier. Marcus Franco. Susanna Gadd. Eric Garland. Eddie Gathigo. Avery Geller. James Gillis. Max Goldstein. Oscar Gordon. Cassidy Grobel. Joshua Gutentag. Cameron Harris. Shayna Hirsch. Daniel Hyken. Jewel Hodges. Helen Hoffman. Lillian Howard. Erica Hurley. Cameron Eisen. Armin Jacobs. Lauren Jarr. Mia Jones. Joseph Kaminsky. Aiden Kay. Mia King. Ethan King Chavez. Sabrina Kirchner. Ellie Koritz. Evan Krasnick. Sloan Krugel. Mitchell Labe. Natalie Leeper. Jake Laskawa. Destiny Madkin. Nathan Maroney. Bailey McAvoy. What? You did?
Just call out
Hannah Knoll. Kennedy McCullers. Spencer Mead. Ivy Moore. Joshua Nodler, Dylan Ottrock, Dominique Pace, Mercedes Pace, Zoe Phillips, Ian Clamper, Jacob Primek, Christopher Azenka, Nora Rhine, Jada Richardson, Abby Regner, Hazel Rosenberg, Edward Rosenthal, Carter Schmidt, Evie Siegel, Matthew Siegel, Titus Sewell, Andrew Siegel, Madeline Smith, Samar J. Spears, Claire Steinbach, Riley Stockey, Heather Stoddard, Treshana Taylor, Jason Thayer, Zachary Tomlinson, Jamie Treppick, Caroline Tripp, Lila Tudrick, Asia Underwood, Kevin Upcott, Ian Wagner, Sarai Ware, Sydney Webb, Jack Weed, Maxwell Weisberger, Lydia Wibbleman, Horizon Will, Raquel Willis, Ishmael Wilson, Dahlia Wilson Welsh, Carolyn Wooten, Liam Wright, Ari Yeaker. Congratulations again, 8th graders.
Lauren Cochran, come up to the stand. Lauren's going to give some closing remarks, and then I'm going to discuss dismissal. It's probably the fastest commencement I've ever been a part of. We're going to be out here in 45 minutes. Those of you standing, again, I apologize. We sort of outgrown 2 facilities now. We have to zig a different direction for next year. But I'm going to turn this over to Lauren Cochran, who's going to give the final remarks.
Dear fellow graduates, I would just like to say how proud I am of all of you. I would like to thank the teachers for understanding our unique personalities and providing us with knowledge. Most of us have been together for 3 long years. Some of us have been together much longer. We have transformed from obnoxious 6th graders to optimistic 8th graders. We all have a bright future ahead of us. I would like to pass on confidence and success because I know all of us could rise to the top. We are the soon-to-be graduating class of 2019. We are not given a good life or a bad life. We are given life, and it's up to you to make it good or bad. We choose to be unstoppable. We are bigger than any concerns or worries. The strength of others inspire us daily. So trust your intuition and live a full and courageous life. Life is a story. Make sure yours is the bestseller. Our journey doesn't start at the beginning, it begins at the end. One of the things that shows how strong we are is that we broke the pattern of 8th graders winning the spirit competition. To accomplish this, we had determination, motivation, and courage. And we need to keep these traits for the rest of our lives. We need to spread our wings and fly like the hawks we are forever. Thank you.
Eighth graders, I am now letting you go to high school. One piece of advice and then I will release you. Don't make me look bad. Chloe, you may walk us out. Ladies and gentlemen, please give these folks a round of applause. Parents and families, again, thank you for coming. We apologize to those of you who had to stand. Good luck with everything. Have a great summer.